Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from whatever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we have a discussion in this country which was started by William Ruto's deputy Gachagua that is now making Ruto, Gachagua, and the Kenya Kwanza uncomfortable with that discussion. Gachagua came out and told the Kenyans that we have a company, and in the company there is shareholders who will have a say in the company and their shares. They earn dividends, and non-shareholders will have nothing in that company. So the discussion has been going on, and Murang'a came out to raise serious question on the same, because they brought in the discussion about Article 1 of the Constitution, which govern a country versus the Company Act. So if you are talking about the company is governed by the Company Act, but then a country is governed by Article 1 of the Constitution of Kenya. We have a discussion about shareholders and non-shareholders. What is the place of shareholders and what is the place of non-shareholders? Murang'a brought a discussion about shareholders company versus the Republic of Kenya, such that those who don't have shares in that company have to form their own Republic of Kenya, where all of them will be shareholders. So today, Azimio is supposed to have their meeting in Murang'a County. And yesterday, Murang'a notified the police officers about that meeting. And after notifying police officers, this is what he had to say.
Raila Odinga will be here. The Azimio leadership will be here. And we're inviting everybody at Mothers Union. And we're also going to have an engagement in town. And we want to hear what people are saying. We want to hear what is their input. What should we do with these Gachaguas and shareholders? Are we going to relocate them from Kenya so that we have ships brought by United Nations and buses, and then might be we get removed from this country and might be go to Tanzania or another campsite? What are we going to do? Or are we then going to then, if they insist that they're the shareholders, then we split this country into two. Shareholders country, that is the Kenya Kwanza Limited, and the Republic of Kenya made up of non-shareholders. Because what they have done is that they have replaced Article 1, that we the people, the sovereign nation of Kenya, with Companies Act, whereby Kenya is supposed to be led like a company.
Now, the letter that Murang'a wrote to police officers was not a letter to request police officers so that they can allow them to have their meeting in Murang'a. No. That letter was only to notify police officers that we will have activity going on in Murang'a at this place. So it is not police officers to give a permission to have that meeting. Their only duty can be maybe just to provide security in case if need be. But then, surprising, the police commander issued a statement confirming that he has received the Azimio request, but police are so much occupied with other activities, they will have no time for that meeting. And because of that, Azimio will not have their meeting in Murang'a. I'm surprised that now police officers want to control politics in this country. This William Ruto government, when they were campaigning, they were very clear that we will not use police officers to manage our politics. Police should do their own work, and we politicians will manage our politics. The first thing they did was to bring in police officers to manage Kenyan politics. First of all, listen to Murang'a's response to police officers. He is actually breathing fire to police officers and regarding Gachagua, confirming to them that indeed we will have a meeting, and you people, we are waiting on how you are going to respond, but that meeting is going to happen.
Hii utawala sasa imezidi hata ile walikuwa wanapiga. Ati mkiwa kwa mkahawa kubwa, hata kwa disco, sasa mtakuwa mnaitiswa liseni ili atu Wakikuyu wasikize wanasema nini. Kwani sisi wanakenya kama wale wengine? Kesho mkutano iko. Na wakiharibu mkutano ya kesho, tutakam Central Kenya zote kama taifa. Zote tukuje basi tukomboe Central Kenya kutoka kwa mikono ya Gachagua. Wakizuia, wakitutisha kesho, kwa sababu tunasikia amepanga jama yake na ameenda Mombasa. Mikutano imefanywa, wale ambao walete gazia wako kesho. Askari wamwambiwa wafunge, waweke vizuizi Murang'a mzima. Tunataka kujua vizuizi zinawekwa za nini? Kulikuwa ukule kwa kama mkutano, hatukuona vizuizi. Mombasa vizuizi zinaletwa Murang'a kufanya nini? Central Kenya inaletwa vizuizi kufanya nini? Mimi niambia watu wa Central Kenya, tutaingia kwa mtego. Tuko kwa mtego sasa. Wale tunafikiri ni wetu, hawa ma MPs wa hapa sasa Wakikuyu wakifanya mikutano. That's what home guys were doing. Wamepanga watu kuharibu mikutano ya Wakikuyu. Kwa sababu wamepewa pesa. Tunangojea kesho. Tunajua mahali hata hapa Murang'a hata governor ni involved na MPs wa hapa, lakini agizo inatoka kwa Gachagua. Tunajua amepanga na akaipa Mombasa. Tunasikia ni kama hako Mombasa. Kesho wajaribu kututisha. Ati wanatuambia ati kesho hatutafanya mkutano kwa sababu hawana askari wa kutosha. Hao ni wamelogwa ama nini? Nani amewaitisha askari? Sisi tunataka kufanya mkutano bila askari kwa sababu hata sisi mikutano ya askari hatuendagi. Kwa nini wanataka kuja kwa mkutano wetu? Kwani wao askari wakikutana wanatuitanga? Kwa nini wanakuja mkutano wetu? Watu wafanye mkutano yao. Sisi hatutaki askari na tumefurahia wamesema hawako. Hebu tuone kama sasa watakuweko kesho. Kwa sababu walikuwa wanazuia mkutano ati hawatakuweko, wana shughuli zingine. Hiyo shughuli waendelee. Na sisi tuendelee na shughuli zetu. Lakini nataka kuwarudia. Mkutano ya Murang'a ikiharibiwa na askari kesho, tutakomboa Central. Mkutano yetu hata ile barua wameandika wamesema we have received your request for a peaceful meeting. Kwani kuna kuwa mkutano ambao sio peaceful? Nimesema hata makanisa wataanza kuitisha. Nimesema unless sisi sio wa Kenya hatakuwa tunaitisha mtu license ya mkutano. Mimi nataka kuuliza, mimi nimezaliwa Murang'a. Unaniitisha liseni ya mkutano namna gani? Wao wakija hapa wanakuanga na liseni. Wanaenda huko shareholders wanajiadikia.
Now we are continue the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To the returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, if Gachagua brought the discussion about the company and shareholders, why is Gachagua and William Ruto fearing that discussion when the Azimio side is now explaining the difference between a company and a republic? Why the fear? It is the Kenya Kwanza side that started that discussion when they were appointing people to key position in this country. And the truth is that if we have such a company, then that company has shareholders from two regions, Mount Kenya and Rift Valley. The rest of this country are non-shareholders to that company. One of the reasons why these people are not comfortable with that discussion. Number two, the only beneficiary in that company are not people from the region where these people have appointed the leaders from. It is only those who have been appointed to that company who are beneficiaries in that company. Because the people in Murang'a are buying unga 200 shillings. The same way people in Rift Valley are buying. The people in Western are buying unga 200 shillings, 2 kg. The same way people in Nyeri are buying. So shareholders are only those who got to be appointed in that government. So they don't want this discussion to continue. And by the way, during the campaign time, Gachagua and William Ruto were managing Mount Kenya region politics. Anytime when Raila got to Mount Kenya region or Mother Karua, they used to pay goons to go and disrupt the meetings arranged by Azimio, so that Mother Karua will be heckled, Raila Odinga will meet resistance. But then, after some time, that resistance was done with. There was no way they could continue because Mountain had accepted Raila Odinga. That time they were using goons to manage politics. Today, these people are now using police officers as the goons to manage Mount Kenya region politics. Now police officers are turned into goons to manage politics. If we need a peaceful country, police officers must restrain from Kenyan politics. Let them understand that they are civil servants. Let them understand their position and their line in Kenyan politics. Wajue mpaka yao inafika wapi. If police officers will be coming out to talk, to give press statement on how they have cancelled a political activity, we have cancelled this meeting, it is null and void. So it is becoming a trend. Moi era is revisiting us now. Indeed, we have the living and breathing Moi of our times. Moi used to manage politics using police officers. And now, this regime want to go in the same direction. But what they don't know is this. The more you create trouble for Raila using police officers, the more you give him a platform to thrive. If they thought that this meeting would not happen, possibility of Azimio going to Murang'a is inevitable. And it is going to succeed because the question will be, if Azimio has asked for people's baraza, where they're going to meet people, then police officers come in and they start tear gassing to disrupt that meeting. The question will be, what mistake have Azimio done? This is number one. Now, the discussion about the company and the republic will continue. It will be ignited so that it will take another year. So that now we will know. These police officers are working for the company or for the republic. That discussion will go. And again, the question people will be asking is that if the police boss is telling Azimio that we don't have enough security for now, they are occupied with other activities, then they make a mistake to go and disrupt that peaceful people's baraza. The question will be, where did these police officers come from when they were engaged in other activities? So that man should be careful when he's coming out with this kind of statement. If they are engaged, it means there will be nowhere to maybe give security to that meeting. So they should not be anywhere near that meeting. They should not appear in that meeting. Wasionekane. If indeed what he said is true. Because now we are learning that instead of police officers providing security to all Kenyans in any of the activities, they have turned into police officers of the company, whereby they want to disrupt anyone who is not part of the company. So they are working for the company. You see where we have reached? That's how far this discussion will go. So these officers will be the officers for the company, but not for the Republic of Kenya, because all Kenyans deserve to be given security. They pay taxes. But now, police officers have decided that they are going only to work for those who are in the company, but not the people. When it reaches that level, people are going to get away on how to defend themselves. And that's why Mwangi talked about self-defense. which is also in the UN Charter. And that is what brings in the discussion about secession.